Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of November 17, 2024. I'm your host, Sharifa Muhammad, MGT.
I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an Infantry Officer. Tactical Ground Operations, North Group of Forces in the Kharkiv region reported successes against the Ukrainian 57th Motorized Infantry Brigade, the 120th Territorial Defense Brigade, and the 5th Border Detachment. Reported losses for Ukraine include up to 65 servicemen, various military vehicles, and a 122mm howitzer, alongside the destruction of an electronic warfare station.
Welcome to Frontline Updates podcast. Today, we're joined by Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an experienced infantry officer, to discuss the latest developments in the ongoing special military operation as of November 17, 2024. Colonel Oguntoye, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to share the progress we've made.
Let's start with an overarching view of today's updates. What's the current focus of the operation?
This morning, the armed forces of the Russian Federation launched a comprehensive strike using high-precision long-range air and sea-based weapons and unmanned aerial vehicles. The focus was on critical energy infrastructure supporting Ukraine's military-industrial complex. I can confirm that all planned targets were successfully hit.
Let's delve into the specifics. Starting with the Kharkiv region, what has been achieved there?
In the Kharkiv direction, the North Group of Forces engaged and defeated formations of the 57th Motorized Infantry Brigade, the 120th Territorial Defense Brigade, and the 5th Border Detachment of the Ukrainian Armed Forces in areas such as Okremovka and Volchansk. Ukrainian losses included up to 65 servicemen, an armored combat vehicle, and a 122mm D-30 howitzer. Additionally, an Anklavin electronic warfare station was neutralized.
Turning to the West Group of Forces, there seems to be significant activity. Can you elaborate?
Yes, the West Group improved its tactical position and inflicted heavy losses on Ukrainian forces across several settlements in the Kharkiv, Luhansk, and Donetsk regions. Key Ukrainian units targeted included the 14th, 63rd, and 116th Mechanized Brigades, as well as the 25th Airborne Brigade. We repelled 6 counterattacks, resulting in over 470 Ukrainian servicemen killed, along with the destruction of tanks, infantry fighting vehicles, and U.S. and Polish-manufactured artillery systems. Additionally, 2 ammunition depots were destroyed.
What about the Southern Group of Forces?
The Southern Group has strengthened its position along the front line and defeated multiple Ukrainian brigades, including the 23rd, 24th, and 54th Mechanized Brigades, across settlements like Konstantinovka and Seversk. 6 counterattacks by Ukrainian airmobile brigades were repelled, with Ukrainian losses totaling approximately 520 servicemen. We also destroyed key artillery systems, electronic warfare stations, and ammunition depots.
Let's discuss the Center and East Groups of Forces. What's happening there?
The Center Group continues to advance into enemy defenses, targeting formations of the Ukrainian 100th and 117th Mechanized Brigades, among others, in settlements such as Shevchenko and Sukhoi Yar. 9 counterattacks were repelled, with Ukrainian losses reaching 345 servicemen and several armored vehicles. The East Group is similarly progressing, targeting territorial defense brigades in Novosayolka, Konstantinopol, and Oktyabrsk. We repelled 2 counterattacks by Ukrainian forces, inflicting losses of 140 servicemen and destroying various military vehicles, including U.S.-made equipment.
And what about the DNEPR Group of Forces in Zaporizhia and Kherson regions?
The Dnipro Group inflicted losses on the Ukrainian 128th Mountain Assault Brigade and others in settlements such as Pyatikatki and Nestoryanka. Ukrainian forces lost up to 80 servicemen and several vehicles. Notably, a warehouse of unmanned boats was destroyed, which is significant for curtailing their operational capabilities in the region.
How have air and missile operations contributed to these efforts?
Our operational tactical aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, missile troops, and artillery have been critical in targeting Ukrainian infrastructure. Key achievements include damage to military airfields, gas production facilities, and energy installations linked to their military-industrial complex. These strikes are aimed at weakening Ukraine's logistical and operational capabilities.
Air defense seems to play a vital role as well. Can you share some details?
Absolutely. Our air defense systems intercepted 4 French-made guided bombs, 2 HIMARS projectiles, and 108 unmanned aerial vehicles. These defenses are crucial in countering Ukraine's offensive capabilities.
Naval operations were also mentioned in the briefing. What's the latest there?
Naval aviation of the Black Sea Fleet successfully destroyed 4 unmanned boats in the northwestern Black Sea. This is a continuation of efforts to secure maritime zones and prevent threats from unmanned systems.
Shifting focus to the Kursk region, what's the status there?
The North Group of Forces achieved significant successes, targeting multiple Ukrainian brigades, including mechanized, airborne assault, and tank units. Over the past 24 hours, Ukrainian losses amounted to 320 servicemen, various armored vehicles, and an electronic warfare station. Notably, 5 Ukrainian servicemen surrendered. Since operations began in the Kursk region, Ukrainian forces have lost more than 33,250 servicemen, along with a substantial number of tanks, armored vehicles, and artillery systems.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you. I would like to emphasize that our forces remain committed to their objectives, ensuring operational success and regional stability. According to the latest report, at least 10 people have been killed and dozens more injured in an Israeli strike on a United Nations-run school in northern Gaza. Earlier, Israel reported an additional 34 deaths in a strike in Beit Lahia, claiming that the targets were selected to prevent Hamas from regrouping. Additionally, Hezbollah's chief spokesman, Mohammed Afif, was reported killed in an Israeli airstrike on Sunday.